Hi guys, welcome back. Mr. B has been gaining popularity for the last couple of years, but this time is for the wrong reason. Mr. B's situation just kept getting worse and worse by the minute. Mr. B has gone from being one of the most successful YouTubers in the world to one of the most hated influencers over the internet. And all this is because some of the allegation about Eva, Krist, and Tyson, a longtime member of Mr. B team. Tyson has been exposed for sending inappropriate messages to minors and hanging inappropriate private pictures on the wall or art at her house, as well as having very questionable relationship with her employee. So, willing to die for Mr. Beast and 5 million. This is just one of the newest scandals that have hit the internet about Mr. Beast's new Amazon Prime Video show. Some of these allegations include endangering the life and safety of participants, unsafe working conditions, and that Mr. B has made homophobic, racist comments in the past. So Mr. Beast's game has been raising concern to Amazon, deeming the game unsafe and dangerous to some of the things that people say are like super crazy, like villain, like Squid Game are becoming way too real for these people. So this is just one of the things that the participant of Mr. Beast's game for Amazon have to say. It was really bad. People were having seizures because they were not getting medication, even though we were promised we would. And it was 100% rigged. They presented it as thought the game would be like Squid Games, basically a type of game show where all the games are an even playing field. That was not all the case. All the games were about speed and strength. So only the youth, athletic males were at the advantage over the women and elderly people that were casted. To make things worse, men started realizing that they could take out the women without being eliminated. Guys started tackling and hitting women. A woman, 2 girls were tackled and passed out in the field and dragged off to continue filming. This is crazy. So let's break it up a little bit. So let's start with the first part. It was really bad. People were having seizures because they were not getting medication. So understand that Mr. B is getting paid $100 million by Amazon Studio to shoot Beast games, which is going to be played on Amazon Prime. So for this game, Mr. Beast and his team has casted at least 2,000 people to participate in this game. This to be one of the biggest and most, not just one of the biggest televised game in the world like ever. And the prize is to be $5 million for the winner. So whoever wins this game, which is similar to the Squid Game or somewhat, then this person's gonna earn a prize of $5 million. So, but because this is something that is been done through Amazon, it's required that all the participants, which people are obviously playing this game voluntarily, nobody's being forced because they wanna win this $5 million. Obviously, we understand that people have done way worse for less. So, but the fact that these people are getting hurt and not getting even medical attention, this is like some Squid Game kind of BS, because this is exactly what was happening in the real Squid Game, which everybody understood that it was a show. But in Mr. B's situation, this is not a show. People are not acting. People are actually getting hurt, and people actually need medical attention. So if somebody get hurt, people need medical attention. This is not a survival game where people are gonna get hurt and not get medical attention. So this is a very poor situation for Mr. Beast. A lot of these survival games are really, you have to be strong, you have to be young. These games are not exactly for elderly people and people who are weak and strong. So if you're weak, maybe this is not a game you want to participate. Maybe they should be casting people that are not strong enough to hang up in this game. So another problem that apparently they have is that food will run out and people will fight over it, just like in a Squid Game. Still and whole food, water was scarce and kept running out as well. I had to sit with a bloody pad for 2 days. I mean, this is disgusting stuff. I mean, as a woman, I will never, ever, ever, ever want to go through that. So she said also, and she added, before I could get undergarment and my reusable pad because I am allergic to regular pads. I mean, if you're allergic to regular pads, God knows, what are you doing here? Stay home. So she said that we were also sleep deprived. So another thing is, this show is not meant to be easy. So there's a $5 million prize. A $5 million prize. So some of those complaints are kind of, but on top of this, not only, this is not acting. And I repeat, this is not acting. This is a real game when people gonna get hurt, but at least food, water, letting these people sleep that's just like main requirement for people just to be sane for whatever time they're gonna be shooting. And on top of that, something they don't mention is that these games are being shot in Las Vegas. Do you know how many degrees is in July in Las Vegas? It's 114, 120 degrees in Las Vegas. So it doesn't matter how much air conditioning you have, you are going to be hot, you're going to be sticky, you're going to be uncomfortable. On top of that, it's super dry. It's super irritating. So whoever was here shooting those games, they were going through hell. And thank God those games were not. And if they were shooting outside, can you imagine? 115, 114 degree outside with zero humidity. This is not for people who are weak. This is for people who are willing to do whatever it takes to make $5 million. But the problem with this is not just the fact that all this is going on. The problem with this is that all this complaining and people really being upset, especially like the water, the sleeping, the medical attention, those are a must. And when Amazon Prime is involved, this is a lot of money involved. We have NGM. And on top of that, this has been a complete disaster. I mean, this is running on the NBC, New York Times, Business Insider. Everybody's keeping his eyes on this problem, or this complaint, should I say. So another serious allegation that we have against MrBeast and his team is that it was 100% rigged. They presented it as if the game will be like a Squid Game. But when they said the game is rigged, means then it doesn't matter who win, they already have chose the winner, which is completely unfair. It's very unfair for the 2,000 plus people that are participating in this game. As you can see, people are getting hurt, people are getting seizure, people are not getting offered medication or medical attention. And people just being dragged and pushed and talk and pull and tackle and whatnot for this game to be rigged. Which means MrBeast and his team at the end of the day has probably chose a winner, which is a person from their inner circle, which is going to be the winner of this $5 million. I mean, what kind of person does that, really? I mean, this is like you playing the lottery every weekend, every Saturday, every Friday, and not knowing that you're never going to win the Super Bowl, that you're never going to win the lottery, that you're never going to win because they already have chose the winner. Every time you go play, every time you bring in your money, you bring in your work, and you didn't even know that the winner has already been chosen miles ago. I mean, that is not fair at all. The fact that the nurse at the hospital in Las Vegas were also confirming all these injuries that happened is proof They did not have to sign an NDA. Big, 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 big bad news for Mr. Beast. You never do things like that. Like if you ever gone to LA and you go to a show just to sit in the public when they pay like $8, $9, $10 an hour, and you sign an NDA for you to keep your mouth shut. So no matter what happened there, you can say nothing or you will get sued. So the problem with this Mr. Beast is that he's going to get lawsuit left and right. And he's not going to be able to sue anybody because nobody signed an NDA. So big problem for Mr. Beast. Whatever you handling problems, or not problem, I'll say things like that can be legally compromising. The people can get hurt. The people can die or passed out, dehydration, whatever. The people are actually putting the life in the line for that. They need to sign that NDA so they don't go out saying everything they see and talking about everything they hear. Over 2,000 people in one location at the same time. Somebody's gonna get sick. So they have to make sure that people are not sick, that people don't have pink eye, that they don't have stuff that can be transmitted to other people, especially because they're going to be living in the same quarter for quite a while, which is the duration of the game. For anyone who lost $1,000 to sign away their right to join any kind of class action lawsuit of any kind. I didn't sign, so I did not get the money. After this article came out and things started blowing up, they called everyone back and decided to offer them an additional $1,000 per person so they would not join any kind of class lawsuit. See, I told you. And we're talking about 2,000 people. 2,000 people are scheduled to participate in this game. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and go to the subscription button and subscribe. It will cost you absolutely nothing. So that's all I have for you today.